Have you ever asked yourself how on earth you're supposed to help save the planet? It sounds like an impossible task for one person, doesn't it? For real change to happen, everyone needs to be involved. It's like an orchestra. You can't play a whole concert with one violin, the same way you can't win a football match with one player. And if you as an individual can make a difference, imagine what 7 billion people on Earth could do for our planet. Do you think you're taking care of the environment? And are you willing to make an even bigger effort? Yes? Well, you can start by getting involved in activities which can reduce human impacts to the environment. This will help to save natural resources, animals, including us, plants, and, well, all life on this planet. Human activities, mainly the burning of fossil fuels, such as coal and petrol, have released so much carbon dioxide and other greenhouse gases into our atmosphere that they have trapped extra heat, affecting global temperatures and the weather. This is a process of global warming. All of the gases produced during the making of energy for daily electricity to charge your phone, power your microwave, your kettle, and to heat your house in the winter. All of this makes up part of what's called your carbon footprint. And this is very important, as it is your contribution to the pollution which goes into our atmosphere. But the good news is that you can reduce your carbon footprint, and we'll be taking a look at a few ways to do this later on in this video. Natural disasters, extreme weather, changing climates, these are all natural processes, but they have become a lot worse over the last 50 years. Sea levels rise, drying up of land, loss of natural habitats, animal extinction, and more frequent and extreme weather events, including floods, droughts, heat waves, and storms. 75% of Arctic ice has already melted, and the poles continue to heat at twice the rate of the rest of the planet. These things are all happening already, but there is still time to stop them in their tracks. People who live in poorer or less developed countries who cannot afford protection from natural disasters are at a greater risk. Elderly people, such as grandparents, and the young, like you, can get ill from all the air pollution which is caused from things like traffic, especially in big cities. There's also people and animals who live by the sea or on islands which are close to sea level. Extreme weather can also threaten food available for us here and everywhere else on Earth. Global warming makes climates way too hot for so many animals, such as polar bears, who every year lose solid land. This means that they can't hunt for food, and, well, you can imagine what happens next. Global food production is a major cause of soil and water pollution. It uses over 70% of all clean water and 40% of all land. Landfills take up so much space and are mainly full of single-use plastics. If you pre-cycle, this means you reduce waste before it becomes waste. There is so much plastic in the oceans, which animals eat when they confuse it for food, or they get trapped in it. Things such as bottles, shopping bags, and maybe even that toothbrush you threw out last month. It's estimated that by 2050, there could be more plastic than fish in the sea. But the good thing is that by pressuring companies to produce safer, eco-friendly products, and for those in power to invest in renewable and sustainable energy, you can protect these animals. You can do this by joining campaigns such as Greenpeace. There are also other wildlife charities such as the RSPB. You can also help by only buying what you need, recycling your things, and exchanging belongings when you no longer need them. The most endangered animals in the world are under threat due to us humans. We are cutting down the Earth's lungs, which helps to clean up our mess, but we overuse them for paper, food, and many other products. Deforestation is the top most threatening cause of animal extinction. Imagine, forests are being cut down at a rate of 3 football pitches per minute, and all of this for roads and houses to be built, as well as mining and farming. It is all for human use. But what happens to all those animals who share the world with us? Did you know that 4,000 species have already gone extinct only in the last 400 years? And at this rate, we could end up losing up to 28,000 species within the next 25 years. The good news is that you can prevent this from happening. For example, you can help raise money online to protect an endangered animal on the WWF website. You can learn more about this by searching the link. Taking short showers to save water, turning off lights to save electricity, riding a bike and or using public transport to reduce air pollution, using a cloth or reusable bag to avoid landfill, and avoiding single-use plastics to protect animal habitats. Search up where the things you are buying are coming from, and try not to buy overseas products. Don't support large industrial clothing stores which pollute and help to destroy animal habitats. Become vegetarian or simply reduce how much meat you eat by eating more nuts, fruits, and veggies. It's healthy for you too. 75% of deforestation is from land being cleared to farm animals such as cows, and a lot of water is wasted too. And of course, reuse, recycle, and reduce. Sign public petitions or write emails of concern to your local MP. Join school clubs or volunteering groups to solve local climate change issues. Plant trees, clean up rivers, or even spread the word about environmental change. And talk about it at home. Maybe even show your family this video. Reuse cans and containers such as plastic bottles by painting them or using them to make plant pots and bird feeders. Join public movements such as protests. It doesn't matter how young you are, you can always show that you care and have your voice heard. This is very important. Climate change is not some distant thing. It's happening here. It's happening now. But if we all work together, we can protect our one and only home and all life on it. This is a call for action, and you can choose to take part and help to build a new and safer path for your and everyone's future on this beautiful planet. Now take a minute to reflect on what you can do, whether it involves educating your family, volunteering, or signing a petition. Write these things down and commit to them. We all together must make change happen now and today. The future is in your hands. You are the future generation of this planet. Act now, and maybe one day you can tell the story of how you were one of the superheroes who helped to save the world.